Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. We have a lot of news to get to this Tuesday evening, so let's get started. First up, two more federal officials testify as impeachment hearings continue. And the impeachment hearing is still going on, is on TV right now. We will take a look at that in just a moment. Two top national security aides who listened to President Donald Trump's July call with Ukraine's president testified Tuesday, answering questions at the House impeachment hearing as the inquiry reaches deeper into the White House. Lieutenant Cole Alexander Vindman, an Army officer at the National Security Council, and Jennifer Williams, his counterpartner at Vice President Mike Pence's office, have both said they had concerns as Trump spoke on July 25th with the newly elected Ukraine president about political investigations into Joe Biden and his family. The House will hear in the afternoon from former NSC official Timothy Morrison and Kurt Volker, the former Ukraine special envoy. The impeachment hearing started at 8:31 a.m. when the people started to arrive. Around 9:15 a.m., that's when it all started and took place. And we can tell you that the second round of hearings is taking place right now on TV on ABC News. Around 3:30, 4 p.m.-ish, that's when the second part of the hearing started. Let's take a listen to that hearing right now on TV.
And you viewed it as part of your role to help change his mind, that President Zelensky was a genuine reformer, that he was not running for office for self-enrichment, that he was indeed a good person.
That's correct.
During the May 23rd meeting with the President in the Oval Office, could you just relate to us the concerns the President articulated about Ukraine?
Yes. The President came into the meeting and immediately started speaking. He had just a string of comments that Ukraine is a terrible place, they're all corrupt, they're terrible people.
Okay, if you want to watch the rest of that, we will share a link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page, and you can also find it on the ABC channel. Let's go to some other news. Concrete falls from bridge over Everett Turnpike in Nashua. Concrete did not hit any cars or injure any people, officials say. A piece of concrete fell from a bridge over the southbound side of the Everett Turnpike on Tuesday afternoon. The concrete fell near exit 5 in Nashua, officials said. 2 southbound lanes of the highway are closed. The New Hampshire Department of Transportation officials said the concrete did not hit any cars or injure anyone. Bridge inspectors are headed to the scene to inspect the bridge. It's not known how large the piece of concrete was. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for updates. Woman accused of leading police on chase for second time this year. Cindy Case faces multiple charges. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Ray Brewer.
Know how? Right now. That's our specialty. BatteriesPlus.com.
Sean police telling us that it started here in Salem about 10:30 last night when they tried to pull a car over on Route 28, but that car just kept going. Police subsequently learning that that car was stolen out of Salisbury, Massachusetts, and they determined that the driver was 54-year-old Cindy Case of Chester. Now, they continued to follow her up Route 28 through Windham and into Derry, where she eventually crashed just before 11 o'clock. Now, Case is no stranger to police. Officers say she led them on a chase through several Massachusetts towns. That was back in March. She even tried to hit an officer with a car, and this is video from her arraignment on charges stemming from that incident. We've also learned that there was a warrant out for Chase for disobeying an officer. That was out of Seabrook. Regarding this latest incident, she faces multiple charges, including DUI and receiving stolen property. Now, following the crash, Chase was taken to the hospital. It's unclear what her condition is this morning. Reporting live in Salem, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Elevated PFOA levels detected in water at Kearsarge Regional Middle School. All area schools to undergo water testing, officials say. A faucet at Kearsarge Regional Middle School tested positive for elevated levels of a chemical known as chlorphoric acid, school officials said. New Hampshire Department of Environmental Services officials notified the school district that a faucet in the middle school's nurse's office tested positive for PFOA at a level of 153 parts per trillion earlier this month, officials said. That's above the state's threshold of 12 ppt. Officials said they have taken all water fountains in the middle school out of service. Additional testing is underway at all schools in the district, officials said. School officials are providing bottled water while running water is out of service. Officials said questions can be directed to a state hotline at the NHDES Environmental Health Program at 603-271-4608. Nashua police accused the man of assaulting another man with sharp object. Hector Olivo Quantario faces 9 counts of first-degree assault. A man is facing several charges in connection to an alleged assault Monday on Hanover Street in Nashua. Police said Hector Ontario, 28, assaulted another man with a sharp object. The victim suffered life-threatening injuries, officials said. Ontario was arrested a short time later. His charges include 9 counts of first-degree assault. And now let's take a look at your U.S. stock market and see how your U.S. stock market closed for this Tuesday evening. And here's a look at that U.S. stock market for all of you for this Tuesday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the red and went down. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed flat, and VX closed in the green and went up. The Dow is pulled lower by Home Depot, but the S&P 500 closes little changed. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell from record highs on Tuesday amid losses in Home Depot and a reserve in Boeing shares, while the broader market finished the session little changed. University chemistry professors accused of making meth. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
And now we're going to turn to that real-life Breaking Bad. 2 Arkansas chemistry professors arrested, accused of making meth in their classroom. Will Reed is here now with the story and how they were caught. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Michael. These men were under investigation after reports of a strange odor coming from a lab revealed a high level of a chemical found in meth. Remarkably, one of the professors already had a nickname inspired by Breaking Bad and said the show would entice students to study chemistry. Now the 2 professors are under arrest.
It's real life imitating art. 2 Breaking Bad wannabe professors busted for allegedly creating a meth lab in a university classroom in Arkansas.
This is art, Mr. White.
Actually, it's just basic chemistry, but thank you, Jesse. I'm glad it's acceptable.
Police say they arrested doctors Terry David Bateman and Bradley Rowland from Arkansas's Henderson State University Friday, following an investigation done in conjunction with school police. HSU telling ABC News that someone reported an undetermined chemical odor, which it says after testing, quote, indicated an elevated presence of benzyl chloride in a laboratory, a molecular compound that scientists say could be used in creating the drug.
I saw your setup. Ridiculous. You and I will not make garbage.
This is where we give our undergraduate students the opportunity to get in the lab and do some real hands-on work.
Bateman, seen here in this promotional video on the university's YouTube page, has been teaching at the school for over a decade. According to his school bio, he's always been interested in pharmaceuticals. Rowland, who's been on staff for 5 years, was nicknamed Henderson Heisenberg by the school paper in 2014 after admitting he was a fan of the AMC hit show and crediting Breaking Bad's success with students becoming more interested in chemistry, saying, "I feel like it was a wonderful recruiting tool." Both professors reportedly placed on administrative leave and under investigation.
The university says it is cooperating with authorities. Police say the criminal investigation is ongoing. The men will face a judge pending formal charging decisions by the county prosecutor.
Well, teaching tool, huh?
I guess so. You could put it that way, certainly, but best to be avoided, I think.
Certainly was a teachable moment.
Yes, it certainly was.
Thank you, Will.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Tuesday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Good night and bye, everyone.